Hello and welcome. Have you ever looked at a world map and wondered why some countries seem to be missing? You might think, wait, isn't there supposed to be a country there? Or maybe you never noticed before. Today we're going to talk about why some countries don't appear on all world maps. It's a surprising and fascinating topic that shows us how maps are not always as simple as they seem. Let's find out why. First, what do we mean when we say a country is missing from the map? Doesn't mean the country doesn't exist in real life. It means that some countries are not shown, not named, or not fully recognized on many world maps. But why does this happen? There are three main reasons: politics, map design, and international recognition. Let's start with politics. Some countries are not shown on maps because of political disagreements. One country may not want to recognize another country as independent. For example, Taiwan. Taiwan is a place with its own government, its own people, and its own passport. Many people see Taiwan as a separate country. But China says that Taiwan is part of China. Because of this, many maps, especially maps made in China or made for companies that work with China, do not show Taiwan as a separate country. Sometimes Taiwan is not even labeled on the map. Another example is Palestine. Some countries and people recognize Palestine as a separate country, others do not. So on some maps you will see Palestine clearly marked. On other maps it is missing or shown as part of Israel. Maps are not just about geography, they can also be political tools. The second reason is map design. Some maps are made smaller to save space. When map makers create a world map for schools, books, or websites, they sometimes remove very small countries to make the map look cleaner. For example, countries like Nauru, Tuvalu, and San Marino are so tiny that they are sometimes left out of maps by accident or to keep the map simple. It's not because these countries don't matter. It's just that they are hard to show on maps where space is limited. Even important places like Vatican City, the smallest country in the world, can be missing from some world maps because it's so small you can barely see it. The third reason is international recognition. Some places call themselves countries, but not enough other countries agree, so they are not fully accepted by the international community. An example is Kosovo. Kosovo declared independence from Serbia in 2008. More than half of the world's countries recognize Kosovo as independent. But some countries, including Serbia and some big world powers, do not. Because of this, some maps show Kosovo as a separate country, but others still show it as part of Serbia. The same happens with Western Sahara. Some maps show it as its own country. Others show it as part of Morocco. The area is disputed and the map can change depending on who made it, or even places like Transnistria, Abkhazia, and Northern Cyprus, which have their own governments but are not widely recognized. These countries often don't appear on world maps at all. So as you can see, whether or not a country appears on a map depends a lot on who made the map and what story they want to tell. Maps are not just pictures of the world. They can show us power, history, and international disagreements. You may wonder, is there such a thing as a correct map? The answer is not simple. A map can show one view of the world, but another map can show something completely different. It depends on where the map is made, who it's made for, and what that group believes. For example, a map made in the United States may look different from a map made in China. A school map in Europe might not look the same as a school map in Russia. Some maps focus on political borders. Others focus on geography, mountains, rivers, and oceans. But no map is completely neutral. Even the way maps are drawn can change how we see the world. Most world maps use the Mercator projection, which makes places near the North and South Poles look much bigger than they really are. This is why Greenland looks huge on most maps, but in real life, Africa is about 14 times bigger than Greenland. So when we look at a map, it's important to remember that maps are not perfect. They can hide countries, change sizes, and even tell different political stories. But that's also what makes them so interesting. Maps are tools, but they are also like books. They tell a story. Sometimes that story is about land and sea. Tell us in the comments. What map mystery should we explore next?